I always thought they just joked about, hey, everybody gets an enema before a big fight, which is completely different than getting goosed.
Getting bundled, yeah.
Well, it's like implying that everybody gets a finger up the ass before a fight, and it's like, that's different from getting an enema. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Two Old Men React. We are the titular Two Old Men. I am Theta. That was Arcloid, who just let us up at the wrong moment. We really got to get you prepared for these hand motions. When I say "and," that's probably when you want to start putting your thumb up.
Right.
In the intro and the outro, when I say, jeez, what do I say? We'll catch you next time.
It's Arcloid.
Yeah, when I'm like, we'll catch you next time, or something to that end. That's probably when you want to start waving. Because you guys might not know this, Arcloid does wave at you. He's not being an antisocial asshole. He just does it a little bit later than when I push the end record button. So, he does want to say goodbye. He just doesn't get the chance.
I do love all my fans.
That's why you can subscribe to his OnlyFans at onlyfans.com/oldmanarcloid. For all of his feet pictures, I'm guessing. I started that joke and instantly regretted what I might have to say Arcloid does on his OnlyFans. Hey, anybody from the 90s, you remember Goatsy? Get that from Arcloid on his OnlyFans.
Yeah, whistle when I run.
Yeah. So, I guess with all of that super enjoyable thought process rattling around in our heads, let's maybe just go ahead and get on into the episode.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
So the funny thing is that you told me to do the recap at the start of this, and then we had a 26-minute conversation about how our lives were going. After we already did like a start intro thing, I think we talked about like 2 minutes. We said how we were doing, hey everybody, this is this and that, and we did the episode start. So for 24 minutes we talked about nonsense. And
it was enlightening nonsense, but it was off topic.
Yeah, well the idea is now 24 minutes have passed since we talked about who should do the recap. And I'm not really remembering what happened anymore. I'm pretty sure Ippo got knocked out by Miyata, and they agreed to let him train in the gym. And yeah, basically the entire episode was him, Ippo versus Miyata. So really not a lot to go over in the terms of recap. It's a good opening song. It's a shame YouTube ain't gonna hear it.
Yeah, Ippo, he thought that because he lost, he wasn't going to be allowed to train in the gym.
From the perspective also of the first 4 episodes, opening is full of spoilers.
He was actually wearing good shorts now.
I can't wait to get started at the gym today, but I wonder if I'll do it all right. I'm such a klutz, and I'm sure
he's still wearing his bandages.
Really tough. I can do it.
Huh, hey, look there, it's the new kid.
Okay, let's see. I've already nailed down jabs and straight punches.
Yeah, maybe don't start punching in the street.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry.
Whoa, what the heck is he doing over there? He's crazy.
Shadow boxing. Yeah, he loses a partner.
Well, no, you don't shadow box against a partner.
I've never been so nervous.
Yeah, because he doesn't have one.
No.
All right.
Shadow boxing is boxing against an imaginary opponent.
Yeah, it's like punching the wall. Punching at the wall.
You don't punch a wall either.
At the wall, not into the wall.
You know, gotta break the ice, etc.
Well, I'm nervous, all right, but I don't want a finger enema, okay?
You serious?
A
Don't
finger
tell me
enema,
you
that's what they
know,
call
buddy.
it?
Everybody who's anybody takes an enema right before a big fight.
What? You're kidding me.
Oh, come on now. Where have you been? Sleeping under a log? Everybody knows that.
Yeah, really. All the great boxing champs give themselves enemas before a match.
It's
Oh, my.
weirder with the
Oh, I guess I gotta
subtitles.
learn.
It is.
I've only heard this in the English version without
Mr.
subtitles,
Hoagie,
where
Mr.
they
Kimura,
just.
I'm terribly sorry to
I
have doubted what
I
you
always thought they
said.
just joked about, hey, everybody gets an enema before a big fight, which is completely different than
No,
getting
but anyway,
goosed.
this kid's
Getting
gonna be
bundled, yeah.
fun to mess with.
Well, it's
Hi,
like
good afternoon.
implying that everybody gets a finger up the ass before a fight, and it's like that's different from getting an enema.
Manager of this little gym. My name's Mr. Yagi.
It's a pleasure to meet you,
That
Mr.
is
Yagi.
quite
I'm
different,
sure you want
yes.
to know all about your training program.
Hey, don't sweat it. We'll be training the kid.
Huh?
Hey, new face, come with us.
Huh?
Just follow us, kid.
Wait, excuse me,
Hey, you two!
Don't you worry about a thing.
Yeah, leave it to us, Mr. Yagi.
What are you doing? You can't just run off like that.
Wow, so I have the honor of learning
You
from
must not be chasing after them all that fast.
Starting with the basics, we'll drill it all into your head.
This isn't funny.
Yeah, he's oh, there he
What
goes.
are we gonna start with?
Well, like I said,
He has
you
to
really ought
jog
begin
after
with the
them. He
basics.
must be
After that, a lot
getting
of
on
money.
in years.
I see. What about a heavy bag?
A heavy bag, aren't you cocky?
A newbie wants to put on gloves right away. That's wishful thinking. Uh-oh.
Man, it's hot. Hey, Ippo, you made it. What are you guys doing?
Aw, man.
I'm glad you're here. Could you talk sense to those two? They keep insisting that they're the ones who are going to train Ippo.
What the? Since when are you two numbskulls running the show? Man, you're giving Mr. Yagi an ulcer.
You see,
That's Mr. Yagi with the Mo haircut.
No problem, I was just doing what's right. After all, I'm obviously the right person to teach Ippo how to box.
You're not serious.
what a dirty trick. Yeah, big gorilla. I knew it.
What'd you pencil next say? Who you calling a gorilla?
You big ape.
Yeah, how come you get to say whatever you like?
Are you guys morons or what? You forget that I'm the one who found Ippo to begin with.
Yeah, so
I mean, he brought him here
Couple of wise guys, aren't
for the
you? You're the ones
coach,
who want a runner.
so
I
why
don't
would he
need
want
one.
to train
Every man
him?
Here is my runner.
not me, monkey face.
I figured he wanted
Runners number one.
Mr. Yama, or whatever his name is, to train
The
him.
name that you literally just said.
Right, guys.
Yeah, I know, right? My man has a 6 head, not just a 4 head.
Now what are you guys doing?
Well, I was teaching my dear juniors here a little lesson.
Ha! If any of you knuckleheads were the teachers, even the greatest new talent would go down the drain.
But old man,
Yeah, what?
You got in trouble today. I got in trouble.
You dumb idiots, knock it off! Now get back to the gym before I make you sorry you were ever born! And Takamura, you said you were going to do some rope.
I mean, pretty good at dodging. In fact, they can dodge a cane without apparently moving.
I'm your coach now.
What? I didn't know that, sir.
Are you saying you don't like that?
No, it's great.
Then go change your clothes, now!
Yes, sir.
Now you can see his lips from behind.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Kamagawa's scary. He's got very high standards. I really gotta be on my best behavior.
Kamagawa.
Yes, very good. All right, kid, put on your gloves and get in the ring right now. We're gonna have you punch some mitts.
What? You mean I really get to wear gloves this soon?
That's right. I'm telling you to put them on, so hurry up and go do what you're told.
Yes, sir.
Chief's already
Two have already
starting
ruined him.
mitt punching. Man, he's completely skipping the basics.
the old man knows what he's doing.
What are you doing in there?
I don't want the old man to catch me hiding here.
Let's see.
What's the matter? Come on now, go ahead and start punching.
But I'm not sure what to do.
All you need to do is punch the mitt wherever I put it, you follow? Come on, look alive!
Yes, sir. That felt great.
Good. Now use your left. Now left, then right. Good, kid. That's what we call a 1-2. And don't forget it.
Yes, sir.
Now give me a left. Right. Come on, again.
I mean, pretty trusting to think that the guy that you've only just see fight for the first time is going to land accurate punches on mitts that you're holding right next to your face.
Oh, great sounds.
I know, right? I mean, he's And that isn't the wisest choice to trust a newbie with your face. And he's not even wearing a face shield.
He's the best at training with those mitts. You guys remember those?
Oh, yeah, those things. They're great for hand-eye coordination.
You get confidence and you get in a groove. It really makes good sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
kid's
never mind.
really
It's
got
the whole point.
power.
You're right. If his punches land right on the target, he'll get a KO for sure.
He's letting you naturally acquire the angles you need to get a knockdown with a single punch.
That's what I call the Kamigawa magic.
But he's getting winded pretty fast.
His chin's going up.
Well, looks like he survived the first round. That's pretty decent for a newbie.
All right, let's take a break. Now that was the length of one
He's
round
beat.
in a standard match. You need to get used to how long that is.
Yes, sir.
Kid's completely worn out.
Well, I'd have to say that's about the limit for a newbie.
All right, let's start the second round.
Oh, wow. That kid's amazing. He's got stamina from the get-go.
I thought the big guy was making that noise. Huh? Are you up to something again? You just never learn, do you?
It's not what you think.
Miata again.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's going to become a recurring character.
Well, he's part of the same gym.
Exactly.
They just have him fight some random dude.
Good job, kid. If one of your punches had actually hit Miata, I wonder what would have happened to him.
But it's a moot point, really.
Instigating a
Because he
rivalry.
can avoid all of them. He's way too quick for me.
Nah, don't be so sheepish. Listen, kid, now that I'm your coach, I'll have you competitive with him in 3 months.
Yeah, please, sir, don't talk so loud. Can't you tell everybody's listening? Please don't make a bad joke.
What, you mean those people that aren't moving in the background?
Well, he's just got that 1,000-yard stare.
Now I see.
Listen, kid, I'm serious. The only reason you couldn't connect during the sparring session was because you only knew how to attack straight ahead from the middle.
Oh?
You have enough stamina to throw a continuous stream of heavy punches, a full-on assault. When you learn to attack from
Was
up,
Miata
down,
planning to do a
left, and
Johnny
right,
Cage? I
even
don't think you need to do the
skilled boxers like
splits
Miata
in the
couldn't keep you
boxing
away.
ring.
Listen, as soon as you block the defense, the match actually boils down to a single destructive punch.
Yeah, that move
Simply
is
put, with your
definitely
advantage, you
illegal
win.
in standard boxing ring.
I don't expect dexterity from you. I'm not gonna tell you to become a skilled outboxer with quick feet. See? A too cute, well-rounded boxer has no appeal in today's arena. You're strong enough to beat technique, okay? Don't you want to catch up with Miata and even take him?
It's the Harmon approach.
Of course, I'd be excited if I could.
Yeah, now
Are you
power
motivated,
overpower your
kid?
enemy.
Well, are you gonna do it
Well,
or
I mean,
not?
he says you're strong
Do it,
enough to
sir.
beat technique. Who
Miata,
needs skill
forgive
when
me,
you've
I'm
got
so sorry.
strength?
Exactly.
Oh no, man, just look. Miata's mad at me.
Huh? You're a strange
Uh-oh.
one, kid. Hard to understand. But you'll do it, right?
Yes, sir.
In that case, you're gonna need to know this punch, kid. That's called an uppercut.
An uppercut?
At least he didn't connect. He's pretty good at doing that.
At least the coach.
Wow, punching the mitt was so fun. Mr. Takamura and the guys are really nice, although they are a bit odd. But Miata was awfully angry. I've got to get some sleep. I have to work on uppercuts tomorrow.
Yeah, that Miata-kun means that they're equals.
Oh, I can't fall
Not that he
asleep.
treats him that way.
No, not that. They don't box like Eagles yet.
Well, I meant not that Ippo treats Miata that way.
Right. I think it's more of a caste thing than an ability thing.
Oh, hey, Miata.
Hey, what are you doing over here, kid? Playing around? Well, I certainly hope you can improve your jump rope technique.
Yes, sir.
Go on, climb into the ring.
Yes, sir.
All right. let's
Same two
work on a
background
perfect
guys from
form
the other
for an
day.
uppercut. First, bend both of your knees and lean your body forward like this. Understand?
Like this?
Now bring your fist close to your side. And when you do this, make sure your knuckles are facing down. Never forget to do that.
Yes, sir.
Show 'em
The
a good
subtitles
one,
and what he said were completely different.
Around here. All right.
And it's kind of interesting to see the discrepancies between the two.
Well, he said make sure your knuckles are facing down in English, and then the subtitles said make sure your knuckles are facing up.
Try it.
Let's see. Lean my
I don't
upper
even
body
know.
forward.
I guess.
Stretch
No,
my
that's
knees
not.
as
I
far
don't
as
know what the hell
can,
this would
and use
be.
my body's momentum to thrust my fist
Because your knuckles
upward.
facing up would make this
Here I
motion.
go.
Knuckles facing down is an uppercut. I don't know what
Use
this
the momentum
is.
of my entire body.
That's like a
This is nothing,
Well,
because
just
this
a
is an
loop.
awkward position to try and punch from.
I'm sorry. I missed.
Oh, wow. He switched the air.
This kid's unbelievable.
The whole sound thing from before,
you
but he
see
did
the
it with
look
an
on their
uppercut.
faces? The old man and Miata were totally blown away.
Yeah, the kid definitely had nice form.
that's what that was. Okay, so it was
Yeah,
the
what are you so
he
excited
threw an
about it
uppercut as
for?
fast as he can
What
jab.
do you mean, why am I excited? How long have you two been boxing? Didn't you see how hard he hit?
Huh?
When Ippo completed his follow-through, his arms and knees and toes were straight, perfectly aligned for an ideal uppercut. It proves he's got what it takes to deliver monster blows and destroy his opponents. A poorly developed lower body wouldn't be able to produce that. Ippo's absolutely incredible.
It's amazing, truly amazing. You
It's
give
all
us
the
something
years
to
of
look
hard
forward
work
to.
he's
I
done
want
at the
you to
fishing
work
boat
hard
thing.
and master that uppercut in 3 months. I
Yeah,
can't
just
wait to
picking
see
up
your rematch
8
with
people's
Miata.
luggage and dragging it into a boat and then pushing the fucking boat.
After that kid makes his debut, I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps on winning without a hitch and leaves losers like you guys in the dust.
Huh? You must be joking. No way.
You said shadow?
That's right. While I'm out this afternoon, I want you to get to work on shadow boxing. You see that guy there? That's it. Make sure you're mixing some uppercuts here and there. Got it?
I should have known. He's not going to be by
Not a
my
very
side
good
every day.
explanation.
All by
See that
myself?
guy who seems to just be
It makes me
boxing
a little
nothing?
uneasy.
This
Do
dude,
that.
Shadow boxing? Huh?
That's right. And I have absolutely no idea how to do it.
Ah, like this. You want to do something just like that.
Whoa.
Nah, that's not good enough. Excuse me? This is real shadow boxing. Whoa. You
I think he
idiot!
just
Why are
doing
you
bullshit.
contaminating the newbie by showing off your crazy techniques? Hey, why not? Mine are a lot better than your stale techniques. Yours are way too ordinary to win you any real bouts. Well, considering how you usually tank in your real matches, I wouldn't talk. And your record basically
One of
stinks
these
up the
two
joint. What did you say?
is probably Glass Joe.
Oh, wait a minute, please.
This is shadow boxing. No way! This is it! Oh!
oops.
It doesn't look like he's randomly cutting the air. Sparring against something invisible. I see. He's visualizing his opponent.
That's why I said it's not just
Alright.
punching at the wall.
My opponent would be...
Right.
Ugh, somebody way too strong just popped into my mind. But come to think of it, Miata's the only one I've ever fought.
I just think shadow boxing is just so fucking random to have
What are
Ippo
Miata's
do.
typical moves?
Right, it's not like he has anybody with him to correct his form if he
No, it's
fought
not that.
sexually.
It's shadow boxing required him to know
That's no help. I need to
techniques.
visualize an image of his entire
Like, how is he gonna
body.
shadow box against an experienced boxer if he doesn't know boxing?
Whoa, he's so fast. Now I see him again. He's got incredible speed.
Like, to imagine what Miata would do to shadow box against him, he'd have to, one, know Miata's techniques.
Hey, are you alright?
Right, he would also have to.
Sure.
How did he knock him down?
He'd have to understand the
Well, we-
techniques themselves, like why
Right.
Miata was doing them.
Miata's just giving him that stare again.
Because otherwise, you're only qualified to shadow box against yourself.
I'd say it's a bit early in his training for him to be self-reliant like that.
The way things are going, the uppercut I just learned won't even graze him. Come to think of it, Miata's been boxing since he was a little kid. It's impossible to be competitive with him in just 3 months.
Ippo.
Huh?
I was throwing out those old magazines in your room. All these old leaves.
I don't open those. They're all sticky.
Leaves? Wait, Mom, hold it. These leaves are my treasures. Don't throw them away.
What? Some old dirty leaves are your treasures?
Mom, you just don't understand.
I mean,
These
still matter or
leaves were
not,
just
they're
the
going to be.
beginning.
Their leaves are going to disintegrate with time anyway.
That's right. I
Yeah, his
remember.
best memento is. It should be his gloves, rather.
He doesn't own any
That
gloves.
time, I almost gave up. But I hung in there.
So how
and
can
I
they be his
did it.
treasures or mementos if he
did
doesn't
it.
have them yet?
So I won't give
When
up.
he gets them, then perhaps they could become his treasure. Now we'll just have to deal with some stinky, decaying leaves.
It doesn't work if I visualize his entire body. I shouldn't bite off more than I can chew. I should start with his feet. So sharp. That's how he changes direction.
Again, though, it doesn't.
What the heck is he doing?
I understand the idea. He's memorizing Meow's motions to be able to shadow box against him, but if he doesn't understand what the motions mean or why he's doing them, then how are you gonna shadow box against it?
For me to give him some of my pearls of wisdom.
He doesn't know how to predict what he's doing. He's only
Hey, that really hurt, old
going
man.
off what he
When the
sees.
kid starts mumbling, that means he's thinking, and that's just what I want. So leave him alone until he reaches his own conclusions.
But he's so clumsy. How am I supposed to just sit and wait in the wings and watch?
It's none of your business. You should just pay attention to your own training. Just stay out of it.
What are you talking about? Are you crazy?
Again, if the reason this doesn't work is the fact that it made Miata a technical boxer. Technical and skilled, which means that he understands the concepts of things.
Yeah, so he's doing moves that Ippo cannot fathom yet. Like the reason for them.
Hey, Ippo.
What's the rush? You got a plane to catch?
Listen, Umazawa, I really need to go somewhere right away.
Going somewhere, huh? Big whoop-de-doo. Forget about it and come along with us.
But I need to go.
You haven't been very sociable lately. How come? You trying to make fools out of us?
Sorry.
Ah, you idiots! How can you let him get away like that?
Especially when we were in the reverse position of where we were after.
He just ran right through the crowd.
That kid's getting faster and faster every day.
Well, they didn't actually evade them. They were standing in front of him, and he was like on this side.
And then he ended up on the other side.
Yeah, he was just on the other side when the camera pulls back, so he didn't do anything. It would have been different if, say, the guy had like reached out to grab him by the shoulder, and he just like sidesteps and then circles around. Would have at least showed what was happening.
I can see a shadow.
He's a very good imagination, at least. Won't help him though.
Huh?
Also, probably not a great idea to shadow box with your eyes closed. Okay, there we go.
Oh. Even though I'm just a spectator, I can actually picture the kid's opponent.
I can see! I can see!
He really did it. He finally captured Miata's shadow.
Maybe next he'll be able to defeat Shadow Link.
And how is it easy? Just got the twerking
But I've
position.
got news for you, kid. That's a good start, but capturing Miata's shadow is not enough. It means nothing unless you block his weapon. A single deadly blow.
Yeah, deadly boxing blow.
I mean, it's only been like a week, right? The rematch is
That's
in
a-
3 months, so he's got plenty of time. Unless we do a weird time jump.
Well, there's bound to be some training montages between now and then.
All we've been doing
Probably,
is training montages.
yeah, there's going to be some more as he learns different skills.
I mean, he's learned the uppercut and the concept of shadowboxing, which apparently he needed to be reminded of too.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. Yet he thought something so simple, but then again, expecting him at his stage to learn anything from it is kind of erroneous.
Well, if he doesn't know what shadowboxing is, all he's heard is a word and the word boxing. Could be
Right.
anything. And clearly, we don't know what media he is like digesting. If he's just
He's a
never heard the
Japanese,
word shadowboxing before, then it might not mean anything to him.
he is a Japanese man learning a European sport.
Well, I'm not even talking about that. I mean, the media. Like, we don't know what he reads. We don't know.
Right.
The only thing we've ever seen him watch on TV was the tape that he picked up for boxing.
It is true, but like I said, he's not in. It's not like an American can be so easily exposed to boxing. He's not in the right culture for it. It's not their. It's not a sport that
I mean, I would argue
comes
that
from
you're
where
wrong
he's.
because there's a boxing gym there. And the guy running the gym is an old man. So one could infer with a history of boxing. So, at
Yeah,
least for the length of his own lifespan, boxing has been a thing in his area.
true, and there are other boxers, but it's not a common thing to see around in
I just
Japan.
don't
I
think that
argue.
that's a viable thing for us to say as two old white men in America.
Make a good point. I'm not
We
going to
don't.
argue that because that
I
would
mean,
be
obviously, maybe saying old white men doesn't have anything to do with it. Just two Americans. Have you ever been to Japan?
no.
Neither have I. So I don't know that we have much to say about the history of Japanese sports. How many
Make a
sports
good
are
point
you an
there.
expert of?
Dribbling.
I do that in my sleep.
Exactly. I can do the wrestling too.
Right. So, added to we don't live in Japan and we're the expert of zero sports, I think possibly our opinions should be just labeled as unknowledgeable opinions.
Utterly uninformed.
I mean,
Yes.
I'm obviously not going to agree with you that there's no history of boxing in Japan. I think two people punching each other in the face is a long in human history. So,
Well, they have different arts that they use. I'm not saying it's unknown in Japan. I'm just saying it's uncommon.
and I'm saying that I can't say that that's true. It seems wrong to me. So that's why I'm pushing back against it. Boxing is so ubiquitous. And not like I understand that boxing is very specifically its own style of sport, and like it's not specifically everything where two people punch each other in the face. I'm just saying that boxing itself might be European, but obviously other styles of martial arts that are extremely similar to boxing have existed for long periods of time.
Yes.
So even if we don't call it boxing, the distinction might be so minor as to be unnecessary.
I do get your point there.
All right.
I mean, I could definitely be wrong about how common boxing is in Japan.
All right. Well, uh, final thoughts?
Well, like I said, I don't think shadow boxing is a good way to train a newbie. You have to be experienced to know how they're dodging and not only that they're dodging.
Well, I mean, I get that he did it because he had to leave the gym to do a thing, but he has an assistant. Unless the assistant is only there for paperwork and not actually training people.
We'll have to find that out later as we watch.
All right. Well, that said, once again, I have been Theta. This has been Arcloid. Waving too early now. Once again, we've been Two Old Men Watch, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?